My zine was called Yes You Can Draw a Horse, and I really wanted that emphasis to be on the form of a tutorial and making the subject of art more approachable, because especially coming from a fine arts background, that was certainly a perspective that when I talked to my peers about it seemed very other, which is perfect, especially in terms of approaching this from a nonfiction lens, is sharing something that was unique to the individual. And especially through being able to communicate within drawings, that's more approachable to me at least. Especially starting in images, it was much more, it was easier for me to approach as a project when I was able to do it in a way that I felt comfortable with. And I know it's not traditional for text to follow image, but that made it possible for me to use my perspective in a way that gave me leverage in what I was doing. And especially in approaching this again from nonfiction, something I'm not incredibly comfortable with, it made it so much more lightweight and took that pressure off my shoulders.
And that uncomfortableness is required for growth. Okay. My zine is about growth and the experiences that you have in life and how they shape that. And I actually think making the zine and learning more about nonfiction as a genre enabled me to understand that more. When I first started my zine, it was maybe 2 to 3 sentences on different types of tea and when I drink them, and lots of swear words and lots of jokes that really were only funny because I made them myself and I think I'm hilarious. But by the end of it, tea and its relationship with water and my relationship with water became the way that I expressed how the past influences my future and the way that I can kind of sift through and understand my own experiences. And I think that that's a great way to start looking at nonfiction as a genre. If you're not maybe interested in it, if your only exposure to nonfiction is textbooks and data logs, is to start thinking about nonfiction as a different frame that you can kind of walk through, a different doorway to kind of light up your room of life. And so the way that I did this for the zine is through water and tea, but you could do it through so many things.